All right. All right. Hello and welcome. This is your September monthly Zoom team training Zoom. And yeah, we switched it up a little bit this week. And I know you probably already, Tazi's like, yes. We probably already downloaded the book or the workbook that Jen had sent. But here's the thing is that Jen can't be on. We teach that together. And so I was like, what am I going to talk about? And guys, I learned some really fun stuff this week. And I wanted to bring it to you and teach you how to do it. But before we get into that, before we start about boards training, first of all, make sure that you have the boards app or the boards on your computer while we're going through this. Okay. And I know that Becca's traveling home. She'll get home, get on her computer so she can see it as well. So make sure that you have the app. Make sure, and this has just been brought to my attention, that the free version of the app, you are only allowed to have one board. Okay. You're only allowed to have one board. If you're only going to have one board, make sure it's the Evolution Squad board. Okay. If you're not going to pay for it, make sure you have the Evolution Squad board because that has so much information in it, it's not even funny. But I'm going to teach you today how to build your boards. Okay. And we're going to go through it and we're going to talk about the really cool new features that Boards has for you. And I put it into play this week and it's been game changing for my business. Okay. So we're going to go over that. Good morning, Miss Lori. So nice to see you guys. Everybody throw in the chat down there and say happy birthday, Lori. Her birthday is tomorrow. So make sure that you wish Lori a very happy birthday. If you don't do it on here, make sure that you reach out to her because super excited. Happy birthday, Miss Lori. And she legally changed her name yesterday to Social Security office. So she is now officially Lori DiCarlo. Okay. Even though it was a while ago, but anyway. All right. So let me go over real quick a couple things. So this has been our birthday week. Okay. If you don't know what that means, you really need to plug in more. Okay. It is Lavelle's 12th birthday. They turned 12 on Wednesday. All right. And they have been running specials all week long. One of my favorite specials is I loved the $12 off every product. Love that one. But now we have 30% off any order of 150 or more. Okay. So when you have that, that is $45 off $150 order. So that means that if somebody is ordering the 3 steps, it's only going to be $112 for the 3 steps. Okay. And if their total gets over 250, they get free shipping and a 10-day total detox as well. No Tazi credits can never be used with any of our promo codes or any of our specials. I know that kind of stinks, but do what I do and always use your credits at the beginning of the month. And that way you can take advantage. You'll have lots of product. And then that way, when these specials do come out, you take advantage of them. So 30% off. It ends tomorrow. And if you guys did not listen in on Sheila and Kim's call that started at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time today, Tiffany Wagner talked about you have to reach out to people. People are just not going to come to you in droves. Okay. People don't want to be sold to. They are not going to come to you in droves. You have to take that first step. And one of the things that I talked to, I'm in a business group down here. Okay. And you guys know that, but I'm in a business group down here. And one of the things that this business group does is they refer people to members. So if somebody says on a Facebook post, hey, I'm looking to lose weight, anybody have something that can help? They would always tag me in that post. But I'm training them and you need to train your customers that on their timelines, they see people who complain about having to get up and go to work on Monday, that they're tired, that they want to lose weight, that they're not sleeping, that their joints hurt, that blah, 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 whatever it is, they see it, right? So to have them connect you to that person when they see that and say, hey, my friend Lori or my friend Kazi or my friend Becca or Kim can help with that, right? You need to use your referrals. Okay. And you need to train your customers to refer people to you when they see Facebook posts like that. People are on social media all the time. Okay. All the time. So let your customers know that they can earn free product just by connecting you to them. And then you do all the work. All right. Does anybody have any questions thus far? No? All right. So make sure that your boards app or your boards on your computer is up and running, please. I am going to go ahead and I'm going to share my, first of all, I'm going to mute everyone. Only because I don't want to get sidetracked, because that will happen. I will squirrel very, very easily. But I wanted to pull this up and I want to share my screen. So if you have questions, what I want you to do is I want you to unmute yourself and ask questions as I'm going. Okay? It's okay. Don't wait until later to ask a question, because you're going to forget, and most likely I will have ended the Zoom. So make sure that you ask your questions as you have them. So guys, if you have your boards up, I hope you all do. First of all, does everybody on here have boards? Does everybody on here have boards? Put it down in the chat if you do, please. I can see Becca. Becca, do not type in. I can see that Becca's shaking her head. Yes, I know Tazi has it, and I know Lori has it as well. Kim, make sure that you have the boards up, please. Let's see, chat. Yes, haven't used it. Okay, perfect. So Kim, when you come in, and everybody else, when you are on your computer, can you guys see this, by the way? Can you see my screen? Okay, so this is what you're going to see when you pull up your boards, okay? You are going to see your boards, and most likely you should see the Evolution Squad board because you're already a part of it. Now, if you are not a part of it, let me know in the chat and we will get you added so that you can take advantage of this, okay? But there is so much here that Jen and I have sat down and really figured out, and we've had help from the team doing this as well. But this is literally what boards is it's literally a keyboard that you can add to your phone. Okay. And what do I mean by that? I mean, when you are texting someone on your phone, let's open it up. So Lori, get ready, because I'm going to send you, I'm using you as an example. So when you're going to text somebody on your phone, down here in the corner, there is a little, if you've given boards access to your phone, which you have to do, it's mandatory in order for you to get your boards, you will have it in the keyboard. So what you do is there's this little world thing down here. Don't mind me. I have a bunch of different keyboards. And as soon as I find it, it'd be great. Okay, so this is what it looks like on my phone. Okay. I don't know if you guys can see that. Can you see that? So if I wanted to send Miss Lori my story, because I put my story in here, okay? All I have to do is click that. It sent, of course, my fingers weren't so stinking big. Okay, click that. Maybe. Why isn't it working? I can see it up there. Oh, I know what I did. Okay. Hold please. I was trying to put it up in the send to. Okay. So now I'm on message. Click on the message where it should be. And then I would click my story. It automatically puts the link in there. And all I have to do is send it to Miss Lori. Now Lori has my story. Okay. That is how easy it is. So when you are messaging people, you have all of these amazing tools right at your fingertips. And so I want to, real quick, I want to stop this share because Lori was on a different team before. So Lori, what's different about our boards than compared to the other team?
The other team didn't even have boards. Let's start there.
Okay, perfect. So
Yeah.
what is one of the things that you find so useful with the boards?
Even just yesterday, I had sent out a 3-day sample, and I like that one board we have that has the video for them to watch, and then it tells you, it gives them the call to action afterwards. Give me a thumbs up after you've watched it. I'm like, okay, that is brilliant. So that's the one I've been using a lot.
Love it. Okay. And so guys, when you hear that the Evo Squad is different, we truly are different. Okay. Jen and I've sat down and really gone through and tried to improve these boards. So if you don't have it on your phone and you're not using it on your phone, you're really not taking advantage of all of the tools that you have at your fingertips, literally at your fingertips. Okay. But now what I want to show you is this. We're going to go in here and how to build a board. Okay, how do you build a board? I don't know how to build a board, Ange. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, okay, I got the Evo Squad board here, but how do I build my own board? And if you can see this, guys, you can see I have a ton of different boards. Okay, a ton of boards. Why? Because it's right at my fingertips. Okay, at all times. So when I see something that I want to add, I just make another board. All right. So here we go. We're going to make a board. So first thing you're going to do, you're not going to have all of this stuff here, but the first thing you're going to do is down here at the bottom, it says create a board. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a board. And it says, this board is currently empty. Yes. Yes, it is. Okay. So we are going to add our board's name. What do you want it to be? So let's talk about, everybody's excited about this VIP list, right? About this GLP-1, right? We're all excited. It's going to come out this fall, hopefully. And we want to get the information out to people, but we want people to sign up. Okay. So I already have my VIP list here. Okay. But I'm going to add sample. You can put, whatever you want in here. You can say VIP list, you can put whatever, sample VIP list. Okay, so that's what I'm going to name mine. All right, and done. All right, so over here on the right-hand side, you can see the word add. Okay, this is how you add things to this board. All right, and so you can add texts, you can add images, you can add a link, you can add a YouTube video, you can add PDFs, you can add a folder, or you can add a web page. And for this one, for your VIP, you want this to be a web page. All right. So we're going to go down here. We're going to click on web page. Now you can see it's still empty, right? Here's where we're going to see what we're building here. Is this making sense to all of you so far? All right. So we want a headline. And so what we're going to do is I'm basically going to copy the one that I have. So bear with me. I got to pull it up on my milkshake here. know I'm speaking in tongue. If you don't know what milkshake is, I do not use a link tree. I use a milkshake because I like it better. Okay, so we can add a headline. So let's put join my VIP list today. All right, so we push done. And again, you're going to see the preview over here. All right, so the next thing I want to do is I want to put a picture in, okay? So I want it to be a picture of me. I want it to be a picture of says VIP list. I've already made it in Canva. All right, if you need help making them, let me know, but I have an image. So we're going to click on image over here. And then we're going to find our, possibly, our picture. And there. Okay, we got to find it. So let's see. Oh, there it is. Okay, so VIP picture. I'm just going to double click on it. Watch what happens. Kaboom. There's the picture. Can you all see that? Are we good so far? All right. So now I want to explain it. So now I want to add a paragraph. I want to add information. So Thrive Holistic, GLP-1 is a product that is for everyone. Okay, I'm not going to type out everything because that will take me forever. Okay, if you want to see what I wrote, go to the link in my Facebook or in Instagram or TikTok, click get on my VIP list. You can see what it says. All right, so done. Now, I want them to, from this point, be able to fill out their information. I don't want to send them to a Google form, okay, because that means they have to click on one more thing to then put their information in, right? We want this to be very simple, very straightforward. So down here on the left-hand side, you see where it says form over here? Right down here on the left-hand side, it says form. We're going to click form. Look, it gives you the information and you can change any of these, okay? So what's the form headline going to be? This is what mine was. You do not need to copy mine, but you can. Okay, holistic GLP-1 VIP access, okay? And the name, the phone number, the email address are all required. They can leave a message, but they don't have to. Okay, it's not required over here. I'm not clicking that. And then add a field, because you could stop here and just let it look. Here, I'll show you. Okay, so you can stop here and this is what it's going to look like. Connect your Google Sheets, done. Okay, this is what it would look like. This would be the only information that you would get. Okay, not bad, but I want to know a little bit more about the person filling out this form, right? So I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit this and I'm going to add a field. You see that it says add a field there? And I'm going to do multiple choice. All right. So my question is here, what is your current relationship with GLP-1? Okay. And I'm making it a multi-slip so they can slip multiple options. Okay. Not just one. So option 1, currently taking GLP-1 shot. Okay. Option 2, trying to come off GLP-1 shot. Add another option. Option 3, I've been thinking about starting the GLP-1 shot. Okay. I added another one. None of the above, but would love these benefits. Okay. I even added more by clicking. Make sure that you look at your spelling. This box, you agree to receiving text updates from Angela Lambosis. Okay. And then my last one, I want to know, are they currently on Thrive? How are we doing so far? Are we good? Anybody have any questions thus far? No? So now I'm going to go in here and I'm going to hit next. Watch what happens. Here we go. Next. It's connected to my Google Sheets. Done. Here is my form. Okay. Right on the boards. Okay. So when somebody clicks on this link that I sent them, they can get signed up for it, or you can add it to your Linktree or Milkshake. You can add this right to it. So how do you do that? You go up here to where it says share and you copy it and then you paste it where you want it. Or in your Instagram stories where you can put a link, you can use this link, copy it to your clipboard, put it in your Instagram stories. Okay. Make it very, very simple for people to get on your VIP list. Okay. It's right there. And trust me, this is not the only thing that I have under like the paragraph here, but I really go in and explain things in that paragraph. So this is a little bit lengthier. Okay. But I really don't want to take the time to do that with you guys today. You can go look at mine and see it. All right. So in fact, so then when you're done with this, all you do is click done. And look, it shows up over here on the side. Now, where does the information go? So let's go back here and look and edit. And we're going to go right here. Next, right here is your sheet that it got all of their information when they put it in is going to get linked to a Google Sheet. Okay. So all you have to do is go to that Google Sheet then. And you can see, obviously nobody's filled this out yet, but you're going to be able to see, it'll put them right in here, all their information. All right. Does that make sense, folks? Are we good so far? Okay, so I'm going to, that's how you make your VIP list. So we're done. We're done. I have used this for my 12 days of Christmas. Okay, now obviously this needs updated. It's getting updated this week. But my 12 days of Christmas, when I start my 12 days of Christmas, which will start probably December 9th. Okay. No, it's not going to start then. I'm fibbing to you. It's got to start earlier than that because I'm not going to be home after that. So it's probably going to start Monday the 2nd. And I will do 12 days of Christmas, meaning, let's just say activate, for example. So last year I started on December 1st. I would go in here and they will get 5 packs of different Activate with your purchase. They're a great little pick me up, and they Venmo me $15, or they can text me. Okay. So every day for 12 days in December, I run specials basically of samples, and I put cash in my pocket for getting rid of things. And this gets sent out to all of my customers. Okay. And now Lori's brain, I know, is like going a million miles an hour on how she can do this. Guys, these are so easy to set up because you can literally link your Venmo right to this. So again, they're just going in and clicking a button and they can pay you. Okay. Super, super easy. Or they can click a button and they can text me. Okay. Right from there. They don't need to go look up my phone number. They don't need to do any of that. They can just go right and text me. And I got all of this information. This 12 days of Christmas, when I set this up, literally took me less than an hour to put 12 days together. Because all I did was go to, this is Lavelle's YouTube video that I just connected right to. All about Activate. Okay. Then a picture of the product, then a picture of how it explains it, and then my own information. Okay, you have to play with these a little bit. Now these here are not. This was a folder that was made. Okay, so that there's more than one thing in there. So 12 Days of Christmas is actually a folder. And then from here, I just go ahead and I add a web page and do the same thing. Okay. But the form part of your sample VIP list that we did over here is absolutely brand new. I saw this on my girlfriend's the other day and I was like, girl, I got her immediately on the phone. I'm like, girl, you need to tell me how'd you do that? I need to know. And she told me, and I sat here and I figured it out. Like she told me, she didn't explain it to me in detail the way you're getting it explained to you. She told me it was in boards, it was a new option. So I went and I looked. Okay. But I have a bunch of different boards here. And this is what you can do too with your boards subscription. So I know that it might be, you might be like, I don't want to spend $9 a month on boards. I don't want to do that. I shouldn't have to do that. Yes, you should. And the reason why is because you not doing it is taking away from the tools that you have literally at your fingertips. We say we can work. How many of you get frustrated because you don't know what to say to people? Sometimes you're like, oh, I don't know what to say. I don't know what to say here. I don't know what to send them. There's videos in there. There's scripts in there. There's so many things in there that answer your question for you. Like Lori said, like actually when she starts somebody off in a sample, she sends them a video. Y'all, this is like the best part. I'm not going and searching for a video all the time. I'm legit going right here on my thing. I put Angie's links. You see that? Angie's links. That's another board. It's filled with my links. So over here, all I do is I press on this and I send this video to them. And oh, look, it's me and Jen. And
my name is Jennifer Welsham, and this is Angie Lambosis. We are here to talk to you about the proper way to take your Thrive. So first step is your vitamin caps.
Okay, it tells them they got to drink water. All right. It tells them exactly how to take it. You don't need to type all that out. All you got to do is send them the video. Are you using the tools that you have available to you instead of banging your head off the wall, wondering how to respond, or typing it out 50 times because you have 50 people asking you how to take it? Right? When somebody says, "What is Thrive?" I send them that video as well. Okay? Because they need to know that it literally takes 30 minutes first thing in their morning to do it. They need to know that they should not be drinking coffee. They need to know that they need to drink more water. And here's a little fun fact for you all. Did you know that it takes at least 2 liters of water a day to flush out your kidneys? And if someone is not drinking 64 ounces of water, your body is going to find it somewhere else. And where do you think it finds that water if you're not drinking 60 ounces of water a day? Any ideas where it comes from? It comes from your skin and it comes from your hair. It literally pulls the moisture from your hair follicles and from your skin, which is why people are so dry. They're not drinking the water and it's pulling from them. Okay? So you need to make sure that your people are drinking enough water. I had a girl the other day, she told me I drink a ton of water. And I said, all right, what's a ton of water? Please, tell me what that is. And she said, I'm drinking 30 ounces a day. And y'all, I think I about fell over. I said, well, I hate to be the one to tell you this, but that's not enough water. And that's not a lot of water. Okay. We need at least half of our body weight in ounces of water just to stay hydrated. Just to stay hydrated. That's not if you want to lose weight. That's just hydration. Yeah, Becca, absolutely. I know. I drink 124 every day or 128 every day. Okay. Now, the other thing too, Becca, and I want to address that. Like, you're drinking 200 ounces of water a day. Do me a favor and make sure that at least 30 ounces of that has Thrive Thirst in it without caffeine. Okay? Because you can literally wash away your electrolytes if you're drinking a lot of water, if you're sweating a lot, that kind of stuff. So you want to make sure that you replenish those electrolytes in there. And what you will find is when you do that, guys, this is a little secret. When you do that, you're not going to pee as much. How many of you run to the bathroom constantly? Okay. How many of you drink a ton of water? Okay. Add Thrive Thirst to your regimen at least once a day. But if you're drinking that much water, honey, you should probably use it twice. All right. Who has questions for me? If y'all don't have questions, were you really listening to me? Everybody should have questions.
It's not a question, but I really like that they integrated the Google Sheets into the stuff. Like, I've loved boards. When I first signed up, it's when they were running a deal, so I wasn't like, I paid the annual price. But I just absolutely love all the different things that boards can do.
Yeah, and there's so much, and we can share them, and we can, gift them to other people. right?
And I like that it's a keyboard, and while I do use text replacement for some quick, simple things, when I look at my text replacement, I can't see if I need to update it because you can only see so much stuff. But when I go to add text from the board's keyboard, like I can see right away and be like, okay, I need to change this. And if I have to like change my own, like create another board with updated scripts for seasons or whatnot, then I can do that pretty easy because you can share stuff from one board to the next.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty amazing. I love boards a lot. And I use it all the time, every single day. Every single day. So it was, and guys, this is a tax write-off. You can write it off on your taxes. Okay, if you don't know what that means, please go get an accountant. Because your business, you can write things off. You can write off your cell phone. You can write off your internet. You can write off the paper that you print stuff out on. You can write off your mileage to when you go to Thrive events. You can write off your product. You can write off your samples. You can write off your, oh wait, get this. You can even write off your doubles, triples that you're giving back to people as promos. Okay, so get yourself an accountant. If you don't have one, you need to get one that understands network marketing. Okay, unfortunately, my accountant is not taking anyone new. Sorry, but she's pretty amazing. Just saying. So what other questions, comments do we have? Lori, you got anything?
It's not a question. It's a, oh my gosh, I can't believe I've been doing this the hard way. Because I love the notes section on my phone because you can just, find something super fast. And I've been using, I don't know if you guys are doing the September to remember, but Susan Kaufman's birthday scripts were just amazing. So I have them in my notes. I'm going to put them in my boards now because I just went on and found out how easy it is to use that keyboard just to send the singing birthday message, which has been really fun doing it. You just got to remember to do it every day. But oh my, I just feel stupid right now.
Nope, it's nothing about feeling stupid. This is why we're all on here, right? To learn something new. And if somebody's taken one thing away from this today, then this is definitely what we want. You should be working smarter, not harder. There are with the amount of technology-based apps now.
Wow.
I would not tell you to buy something if I didn't think that it was worth it. Okay, I would not tell you.
It's so easy.
Yeah, yeah. So I love that you're going to do that, Lori, and I can see Lori's face going, oh my gosh, like, and then it's right there at your fingertips.
Angie, I have a question.
Yeah.
When you and Jen put into the Evo squad in the chat and say this is the monthly boards, I have had it already where I go in and I click on it and I try and add that board into mine, and it takes me to my store and it says I have to download boards or log in. I get like an error message. I even had that with the September to Remember. They had put out a board there and I tried to put it in and I can't get it to link with mine. If you get that error, or when you guys put out those content calendars, or this is this month's specials, or we've added this, here's the link to the board, what do we need to do to, if anything, to be able to have access to that? With our login, we should be able to log into that, but how do you add that to your board when you post them?
So make sure that you're logged in to your boards before you press on that link. And then it should not ask you to make sure that you're logged in. You should already be in your thing. I'm always logged into mine.
I'm always logged into mine as well, but for some reason, sometimes they just don't link, even when you and Jen post them up, and I have to constantly, I don't know how to get them to download into my board so that they're quick and accessible. I guess that might be something for offline, a question, or to kind of research a little more.
Have you given boards 100% access?
Yes,
And you're sure? Because that's a big one.
I believe I have. I'll have to go back in and get settings. So that could be a setting that might be turned off for someone if they're having the same difficulty as myself.
Yeah, so what I would recommend is go in, delete the app off your phone,
Okay.
reinstall the app.
Okay.
Hopefully it'll come up and say boards needs access to your phone, da, 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 and your photos and whatever, right? But you have to give 100% access and then hopefully it'll work. That's where I would start, Kazi.
Okay. So that way, if anybody else has that same problem, they can, they know where to start or what might work.
Yeah, absolutely. Kim, my takeaway is that it's easy enough for even me to do as well. Old swans can learn new tricks. Yes, you can, Kimmy. Yes, you can. And Kimmy, when you come down in a few weeks, we'll sit down and make sure your boards are all up to date. And we'll make sure that we actually build you some boards if we need to, so that you have them. Anybody else have anything? What's working for you right now? Well, what's working for you, Becca?
I think what's working for me is because I've just had so much stuff, and I think just even being in the September to Remember, going in and watching the videos and being able to connect to the things that I can connect to when I'm able to do it, because sometimes being on the lives, like when I caught I can't think of her first name. Her last name's Sprush. And I happened to be on when she was live, which was earlier than most of the others, and I was like, oh my gosh. But then like you can reach out, like if you comment, like they're getting back to you, and I think just that. So even though I feel like I'm very disconnected from a ton of stuff, like I'm still able to I'll say be informed and still be part of the community.
Love that. Tassie, what's working for you, darling?
I would say just plugging in, having the September to Remember. It also, to have this once a month, it's easy to know in advance where to plug in to try and schedule around life. Every week gets a little bit hard as things get planned. So having this and trainings and whatnot is very helpful to me. I still need to, and I struggle with my consistency. So I know that is my own demise. So having all of Angie and Jen and even the September to Remember crew that's going on right now root me in the butt and remind me I need to do that is there on the forefront. Listening to it is, it's just like a parent telling their kid, I tell you how many times, and I keep thinking Angie's gonna kill me.
Y'all, I listened to a podcast the other day, and one of the things that the podcast says, because you guys, you don't know me by now, you know that I'm like constantly into podcasts. One of the things the podcast said the other day is, think about this. January 1st rolls around, everybody gets really excited because it's a New Year's resolution. It's exciting, it's a new year, right? And when people make New Year's resolutions, 9 times out of 10, their resolution only lasts for 3.5 months. And by the time that 3.5 months is over, they're done. And the reason why is because they think in their head, I got 12 months to make this resolution happen, right? So 12 months is a long time. I mean, let's face it, we have the attention span of gnats, okay? Of gnats, very, very small. So your new time frame, your new time when you set those goals should be September. Why should it be September? Instead of January 1st, why should it be September?
Because then we're in set with new resolution, but we've already gotten those months in as successes, and then you start your resolution. So then you've created a habit, because September, October, November, December, January, February, March, you've got 7 months in. And so now you have a new habit instead of just, oh, I have a resolution from January to March.
Right. Oh, Kimmy, you're so good. You're so good. Yes, guys. And this year, hitting those goals. And right now, we have so many goals that are going on till the end of the year. Your customer acquisition bonus, your reg advance bonuses. You know, we got so many things going on right now. Right? This is the time to get excited. Right now is the time to be excited about your business. And y'all don't think people are spending money? I guarantee you people are spending money. And I guarantee you people are spending, if they weren't, the restaurants here would not be as busy. The hotels here would not be as busy. Online shopping would not be as busy. Amazon wouldn't be as busy, right? And people are still spending money. Okay? So get out of your head that nobody wants to buy anything right now because times are tough. That's bullshit. Okay? People will only buy when they think that you can help them solve a problem that they have. So what problems do they have? Low energy? Yes. Want to lose weight? Absolutely. Not sleeping at night? Yes. Have aches and discomforts? Yes. See, if you can solve that problem for them or show them the way to solve that problem with Thrive, you have just added value to your product and to you. Okay? This is the time. Not January 1st. Don't wait till the beginning of the year. This is your time. You can do anything for 3 months. Anything. You can be more consistent for 3 months. Okay? No one says you have to go 100 miles an hour. You can go 50 miles an hour, but be consistent. You can do the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 every day and not 10, 8, 7. You see what I'm saying? Like you can, instead of 10xing it, keep it simple. If things are going through on in your life right now, just get done non-negotiables. Because here's what happens when you get done with your non-negotiables, those 5, 4, 3, 2, 1s, right? You're going to be so proud of yourself if you do it for a week straight. And then the power of one more. You do it one more day, and you do it one more day, and you do it one more day. How many of you have listened to or read Ed Mylett's The Power of One More? Okay, let me explain it to you. This is like a real quick synopsis, by the way. You should get the book. You should read the book. It's freaking amazing. Okay. And FYI, I saw Ed Mylett last week, and he was just, I walked out of there in tears and crying. And I get in the car, and Jason's like, "Are you okay to drive?" And I'm like, "Yes, I'm okay." And then I called Kim. Right? She was like my next call. I called my husband first, and then I called Kim. Right? To let her know what was happening and what was said. And the power of one more was around Ed Mylett's father. Ed Mylett's father was a nasty drunk. Okay. He was an alcoholic and was not very nice when he was drunk. And his dad finally came to him at the age of 15 and said, "Eddie, I'm going to quit drinking." And Ed Mylett looked at his dad and said, "Why would you do it now?" Like he had tried so many times before. And he said, "Because if I don't, I'm going to lose your kids. I'm going to lose you kids. I'm going to lose your mom. Like I need to get this. I need to do this." And so his dad said, and Ed said to him, "Well, are you going to quit drinking?" And he goes, "I'm going to stop drinking for one day." Okay. And then it was the power of one more. He did it one more day, and one more day, and one more day. and one more day. And pretty soon it was 17 years he had been without a drink. And I'm gonna say something, and I might get in trouble for this, but it's a struggle every single day. There's not one day that people don't think about alcohol who are now off of alcohol. Not one day. Okay? So if they can do it, and if Ed Milet's dad can do it for 17 years, you can certainly remain consistent for 1 week. Go ahead, Kimmy.
Okay, I'm convicted. I'm 32 years sober, plus a few months. It becomes one of my reasons to stay sober instead of I need a drink. And I've got 100 million reasons to stay sober, and very few reasons to drink. And so Thrive is the same way. I've got many reasons to thrive every day. There's a few reasons not to, like feeling like crap, like I still live in chronic pain, which we call discomfort, but I can still move. Activate helps me in the afternoon because I need energy, because my body is tired because of the discomfort. So I use an Activate every afternoon. Sometimes I do an Activate in the morning and the afternoon because that's what I need to do. If you look at the like one day, what do I need to do one day? And I'm inconsistent, guys. I'm like the most inconsistent person on our team. And I'll own that. And Angie and I will talk about that when I'm there. And now that I'm retired, I think that will help. But the power of one more day, just one day, 24 hours. What can I do in 24 hours that I could not stand to do for a lifetime? Well, we can all create a list, but what can I do today for 24 hours? For an hour? You know, how hard was it in the beginning to get up and do 2 capsules and a shake on an empty stomach? Because people were so used to their coffee first. Just a thought, like 32 years later, I have a 32-year coin that I carry with me. Because it gives me, it's a milestone.
I love you, Kimmy. Thank you.
You too.
Guys, if she can do it for 32 years, don't you think you can do it for 1 week? Don't you think you can remain consistent for 1 week? And then one more day. And then one more day. Okay? So figure out a time when you can give your business 30 minutes to do your 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Just 30 minutes. Carve it out. Have it in your phone. Shit might go sideways that day. But you don't go to bed until that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 is done. Every day. Don't give yourself the out. You would hold me responsible. You would hold somebody else responsible if we didn't do what we were supposed to do. Hold yourself responsible. Don't give yourself an out. Okay? You'd hold your kids responsible if they were supposed to do their chores, but they didn't do it for 5 days. Okay? Hold yourself responsible. Get it done. Be consistent. Work on that for this month. And is everybody in here in the September to remember? I think so, right? Okay, perfect. So Kim's like, no, I'm not. Okay, Kim, let's get you in it. It's a Facebook group. Let me get you invite.
While you're adding her, not to interrupt, I will also say I have been doing my best to be in the Thrive Nation Zooms on Saturday mornings. I know Jen has been in there. The Canva things that they set up for your day, and they go through like what you should be taking pictures of, and they say like, go do it today so you're ready for the rest of the week. And I mean, that has just been amazing. Like, So even if I feel like I'm off track, like I'm looking at something and I print them out so I can like make notes on them and stuff like that and keep track.
Yeah, I love that. Kimmy, you are a member of September to Remember. Go look it up on Facebook. Just go to your little search bar up here and put in September to Remember, and you are a part of the group. Okay. Says you're already a member. All right. Anybody else want to share anything? No? Well, I'm not going to keep you. Oh, yep, there's Lori.
I can share something. My one awesome new customer this month was because I actually listened. We went to go get a new Sleep Number bed. And as we're buying a bed so we can sleep better, I'm listening to the lady talking to us, and she is tired, and she's got a young 6-year-old with autism, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I am so thankful that I carry these in my purse. I carry my 1-day samples in my purse just so I can have them for when I am out and somebody is talking about stuff like that. So I'm like, shoot, I only have a men's sample in my purse. So I'm starting to make them right now again because I need to get some more in there. But having those 1-day samples with, I just do 1 day just to let them see and talk. I talk about it, and my card's in there, and then get their account going. And she ordered, her order was almost $300 this month because she added on a couple other things to just help her get more energy while she's working, while has this son who's autistic, and it's a lot on her, and she's absolutely loving it. She's trying to get her mom to do it. She's going to start getting a lot of people to do it. But if I didn't have that sample, I would have been like, yeah, when am I coming back to Sleep Number to get you a sample? Or, is she going to trust and just try it? Who knew? But thankful I had those samples in my purse, in my bag.
Love it. Always carry your samples, especially when you're traveling. Okay, especially when you're traveling, especially when you're anywhere. You can ask Jason. I always have my bag in my car with samples in it at all times whenever I go somewhere, because I never know when I need to run out to the car and go grab somebody a DFT or a pack of capsules or something, right? So always have it in your car. Okay. Anybody else? No? All right, guys, I'm not going to keep you. I'm going to stop the recording. Maybe as soon as I find my cursor. Of course, now I don't know how to stop it. So, oh, there it is.